For what purpose does the gentleman from the Northern Mariana Islands rise?
Mr. Speaker, I move that the House suspend the rules and agree to House Resolution 459.
The clerk will report the title of the resolution.
House Resolution 459, resolution expressing support for designation of National Safety Month.
Pursuant to the rule, the gentleman from the Northern Mariana Islands, Mr. Sablan, and the gentleman from Pennsylvania, Mr. Thompson, each will control 20 minutes. The chair recognizes the gentleman from Northern Mariana Islands.
Mr. Speaker, I request 5 legislative days during which members may revise and extend and insert extraneous material on House Resolution 459 into the record.
Without objection.
Mr. Speaker, I yield myself as much time as I may
Gentleman is
consume.
recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise today in support of House Resolution 459, which recognizes the month of June as the National Safety Month and commends the National Safety Council for its ongoing commitment to educating the public on the prevention of accidental injury and death. The National Safety Council was established in 1912 by a small group of Midwestern industrial leaders concerned about safety in the workplace. Since then, the Council has broadened its scope to include the home, transportation, and the community. Its membership has grown to over 18,000 companies with more than 33,000 locations. Altogether, the Council represents 8.3 million employees across the nation. In 1953, a congressional charter was granted to the National Safety Council to lead the country in injury prevention through safety education and training. The Council has had a great impact at the local level by providing a variety of community-based programs and services, including workshops, training, and conferences, as well as by providing a local voice for safety and health education. Through the efforts of the National Safety Council, more than 8.5 million rescuers have been trained and more than 60 million people have taken one of the NCS defensive driving courses. The training and information offered by the National Safety Council has helped raise attention to the cause of accidental injuries to this nation. Each year, accidental injuries cost Americans more than $684 billion. Additionally, unintentional injuries cost workers and their employers $175 billion each year. We know that the work of the National Safety Council complements the essential injury prevention and emergency response training efforts by the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, the Mine Safety and Health Administration, and the many excellent state worker safety and health agencies. While National Safety Month is over, the health and safety of our workers and families should be a top priority year-round. Mr. Speaker, once again I express my support for National Safety Month, and I want to thank Congressman Roscam for bringing this bill forward. I urge my colleagues to support this bill. I reserve the balance of my time.
Gentleman reserves the balance of time. The gentleman from Pennsylvania.
Mr. Speaker, I yield myself such time as I might consume.
Gentleman's recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise today in support of House Resolution 459, expressing support for designation of National Safety Month. I want to thank my colleague, Mr. Roscom of Illinois, for introducing this resolution. This resolution recognizes the work of the National Safety Council to educate our citizens about accident and injury prevention. The National Safety Council works tirelessly through its nationwide networks to prevent accidents in the workplace, in our homes, and on our roads. Founded in 1913 and congressionally chartered in 1953, the National Safety Council conducts workshops and training opportunities to help prevent both injuries and illness. These include a diverse range of issues from preventing the spread of H1N1 to making drivers more aware of the dangers of distracted driving. This week, the Council is encouraging parents to ensure proper child safety seat installation. According to the NSC statistics, motor vehicle crashes are the leading cause of death for children 2 to 12. And as adults are buckling in children, the Council reminds them to use their seat belts as well. Many injuries are preventable, and constant vigilance in our daily activity will go a long way to reduce the risk. I rise today to commend the National Safety Council for its dedication to the important task of raising awareness of accident and injury prevention, and I urge the passage of HRES 459, commending the Council's service to the nation, and I ask my colleagues to support this resolution and reserve the balance of my time.
Gentleman reserves the balance of his time. The gentleman from Northern Mariana Islands.
Mr. Speaker, if I'd like to inquire if the gentleman from Pennsylvania has any further speakers.
I do not have any additional speakers, so I'll yield back the balance at this time.
Gentleman from Pennsylvania yields back the balance of his time. The gentleman from Northern Mariana Islands.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, once again, I express my support for National Safety Month, and I urge my colleagues to support this bill, and I yield back the balance of my time.
Gentleman yields back the balance of his time. The question is, will the House suspend the rules and agree to House Resolution 459? Those in favor say aye. Those opposed, no. In the opinion of the chair, 2/3 being in the affirmative, the rules are
Mr.
suspended.
Speaker,
Gentleman from Northern Mariana Islands.
Mr. Speaker, on that I request the yeas and nays.
Yeas and nays are requested. All those in favor of taking this vote by the yeas and nays will rise and remain standing until counted. A sufficient number having risen, the yeas and nays are ordered pursuant to Clause 8 of Rule 20, and the chair's prior announcement. Further proceedings on this motion will be postponed.